Hey everyone, I'm Zach.
I'm Ryan.
And this is a fresh
fucking cup of comics.
Damn right. Today we are bringing you an unfiltered review of Deadpool 2, now in theaters as of this weekend.
And holy shit, this movie was effing amazing.
I made a list of things that we should talk about from the movie.
Throw it at me, son.
There's a lot to go over for this movie. There's a lot of stuff that happened, so we're going to start off this review with a non-spoiler section. Second half of the video will be the spoiler section. So right now, we'll just go ahead and talk about all the stuff that we can talk about that you've seen in the trailers or stuff that you should already know.
Yeah.
But what did you think of Deadpool? Like Ryan Reynolds?
Well, he's made for that. He should have been this character all along. No other characters. He should have. No Green Lantern.
He was born to play.
He was born to be Deadpool. That's it. Write that down. So.
Write it down.
Yes.
Ryan Reynolds knocked it out of the park.
Yes.
Speaking of knocking things, Cable.
Yes.
Cable was amazing.
Dude.
It's everything I ever wanted in a Cable.
Yeah, that was like 90s Cable, like straight out of the comic book. It was so cool. When he took off his shirt and you saw the robot part.
Oh yeah, all the cybernetics and stuff.
So cool. And the weapons, like.
Oh yeah, where you can dial it up to 11.
Yeah, it was so. Yeah.
When they announced Josh Brolin as Cable,
yeah,
I had in my mind the guy from Avatar, the main bad guy. He was like my top choice. But after seeing this movie, though, I mean, Josh Brolin.
Yeah, knocked it out of the park with it. Yeah, that was cool. I can't see Cable as anybody else but him now.
Exactly, yeah. So.
And what, man? Thanos and Cable? God, come on.
I mean, they made that reference a couple times.
Right, they did.
Domino. Domino was great.
Which I never knew about Domino. I knew who she was, but I didn't know her abilities other than she used the gun.
Lady Luck.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of a cool concept. Even though she was supposed to have like a more diamond shape on her eye, like it was supposed to be darker or whatever. Yeah. I thought what they did was pretty cool. She had a different color eye.
Oh, see, I thought that was smart as hell.
Yeah, I thought it was.
Yeah, when they first showed the pictures, the test photos or whatever,
where it had like makeup kind of, and she had
Well, I mean, like when they showed that it was going to be, instead of just like ink or something, that it was going to be a skin pigmentation thing. I was like, that is. I wouldn't have thought of that. That's smart as hell.
I thought that was cool.
What do you think about Weasel?
Weasel's, again, that's another role that guy, like, they picked the right person for that role. He's insane already in real life, but he's funny, man. Like, that's a cool character.
Yeah. I love how gung-ho he is about helping people, but then at the last second,
he weasels out.
He's a weasel,
He's a weasel.
He's a weasel.
Straight up.
Colossus. In the movie again, what do you think about him this time?
Dude, like, in the first one, he was amazing. This one is amazing. Just the way, the CGI, the effects they do for it.
The voice
on point. Like, just like I'm sitting there and I'm watching the old 90s cartoon that I used to watch.
Yeah.
And it reminds me of that every time. Cable and him, like, between those two was awesome.
And then his partner in, I wouldn't say crime, because they're basically
teenage
X-Men.
See, I don't know too much about her.
Negasonic Teenage Warrior.
Yeah, I mean, because she wasn't really in the comics when I read them as X-Men.
Yeah.
But, I mean, she's cool. It's a cool character. Kind of, between her and Deadpool, like when they have the thing, it's almost like a brother-sister
oh, yeah, that
relationship.
Yeah.
So it's cool. Yeah.
Fire Fist. The kid.
Is that his name?
Fire Fist. Yeah, it was a terrible name. Fire Fist.
Fire Fist. I mean, he was alright. I mean,
yeah. I thought he was good. I spent most of the movie hating him.
I did too. I
don't know if that was their plan. But it definitely worked. If that was their plan, I hated this kid.
I wanted him dead instantly. I don't know why they didn't kill him.
But it wasn't the kid. It was the way the movie was written. They make him very full of hate.
Yeah.
And so it's hard to, I mean, like, he jokes a lot, but I mean, he's a very hateful kid in the movie. So, and you'll find out why when you see the movie. But yeah, it was very much like you're supposed to care for this kid, but at the same time,
I don't care for him now, and I don't care for him in the movie.
I didn't care for him before or after.
I was hoping he would die.
Oh man, somebody that I hope never dies, Dopinder, the cabbie.
Yeah, oh yeah, he's so great, man. He's such a like. He was so funny.
What's your superpower? Courage.
Courage.
That's adorable. He was my favorite part of the movie. Every scene that Dopinder was in, he stole it. Every scene.
Well,
every scene.
I can't really tell you my favorite part yet until we get to the spoilers. But we'll
true.
get there.
Yeah. But Dopinder for me, like even there's a moment. It's not a spoiler moment or anything, but there's a moment where they're recruiting for the X-Force.
Oh yeah, and he gets mad.
He's trying so hard to be part of the X-Force, and they're like, "Oh no, you don't have any superpowers." But then this Peter guy shows up, and he's like, "I just saw the ad," and they're like, "You're in."
You're in.
And then Dopinder's just like, "Fuck!" He's so innocent, but at the same time, he's got a heart full of hate. Overall, like all these characters, what did you think of the plot?
A lot different from the first one.
Yes, very different. It seems like a bigger event than the first one was.
Yeah, some things of the plot were good. Some things to me were a little off.
Mm-hmm.
But that's Deadpool, and
you
have to take it in that way. Like Deadpool, it's going to be strange,
but in a good way.
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
The action. What do you think of the action?
Phenomenal.
It is an action movie.
Phenomenal. Like really cool.
I noticed a lot more shaky cam in this one. I don't know if you did, but it didn't detract from me at all. Like
no, not at all.
Movies that have shaky cam and stuff, like, it's very off-putting.
No,
this one, it was all the action, man. Like
it was cool.
So good.
Yeah, it was good.
What did you think of the writing? I guess it's sort of like plot, basically, but like the interaction between all the characters.
It was cool. Like the writing was, again, this role was for him. Like for Ryan Reynolds, it was for him. Like
oh yeah, for sure.
And it's perfect. It's a perfect role for that. Like how they writ all the jokes, everything. Like how him and Colossus, it's almost like they're brothers, but they're not. Like
like a big little situation. Yeah,
so it was cool.
Yeah, no, I liked how everybody interacted with each other. I couldn't place Domino's character at first because I thought she was like really sarcastic, but I think she's just really gung ho about everything because she knows that everything's gonna work out.
Yeah, well, to me, like with her and Ryan, with Deadpool and her character, it's almost like they're the same person, but she, obviously not the same powers, but like how they were reacting to each other when she was interviewing for the job, like.
Oh yeah, with
like it's like it was almost like sarcastically they're the same, like you know what I mean, like.
It's not a superpower. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yeah. So,
or we meet in the middle and say it's not.
Yeah.
What about the effects? Colossus, the way his like CG was done, or
I mean, from the first movie to this movie, it's
seamless.
It's incredible.
Absolutely. Cable looked great. The CGI on him, like the robot, the cybernetic eye,
the arm to the chest, to all the chest parts. Yeah,
everything looked so good.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Oh man, yeah, the effects. They did a great job with that.
Even with the time watch, like how they made the time watch and the gears are moving in it. Like, it was so
very
cool.
Very cool. The soundtrack, all the 80s songs.
Great. Yeah, great.
Everything.
Yeah. So cool. It just went with everything, like every action scene, or like even if it was an action scene, like the music just flowed with the movie. It was seamless. Some
callbacks to the first movie too, with some of the soundtrack.
Yeah.
And also like they added some new songs to it.
Yeah.
Very good stuff. But the score, I want to talk about the score for a minute because I don't know if you noticed this, but the score for the first movie was done by Junkie XL, who he also did the soundtrack for Mad Max. He did it for Batman vs Superman with him and Hans Zimmer did Batman vs Superman.
Okay.
Very bombastic, very loud and in your face. The soundtrack for this one was done by the same guy, I think his name is Tyler Bates, who did the soundtrack for 300, Watchmen, Guardians of the Galaxy, Volume 1 and 2. He did a lot of stuff. The soundtrack in this, for me, really stood out for some moments. Specifically, whenever you saw Cable on screen, you had like this sort of like war type of like drumming.
Almost like Terminator-ish.
Very much like that.
That's what it reminded me of, like T2 when they go back and you see them like the cities messed up and all destroyed. And
Yeah.
you hear that it made you feel like, oh man, this is like scary. Like,
Exactly.
oh,
Yeah, like the war drums that slow ominous
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
But they also had hints of sort of like a synth, like
yeah, like almost like robotic. Like
that's the kind of stuff that I would think of when I'm reading Cable in the comics.
Yeah.
Like, that's the kind of soundtrack that was in my head. It was
futuristic, like
future war stuff.
Yeah,
so it was cool. Things like that, like little moments in the score for me really stood out more so than the first one, where I actually really want to go out and buy the score for this. Which, coincidentally, actually, this movie actually has the first ever rated R original score for the movie.
Oh, really?
Not just soundtrack, but the original score.
That's cool.
So I definitely want to go check out the actual. If you get a chance to check out the score for this movie.
Listen to it.
I think it's on the main channel of Tyler. I think his name is Tyler Bates. The main channel, his YouTube channel has
the score. Oh, okay, cool.
I was actually listening to it on the way over here.
Oh, nice. Hearing it, like, I was like, oh, that's just part of the soundtrack. That's cool.
Yeah.
But I never knew, like, there's two different sides.
Yeah, you have the soundtrack, which is all like the licensed music and everything, and the original score, which is all the background stuff.
Okay.
Which I tend to listen to the score more so than the original soundtrack. I like original music. I like when they make music just to set the mood.
Yeah.
So overall thoughts? What do you think how do you think this was as a sequel to the first one compared to the first one?
To me, same level. It's just a different movie.
Mm-hmm.
You know, obviously it's a different movie, but level wise, it's right there.
Right on par.
Yeah, right on par.
Gotcha. I think for me, I have it just a step above the first one, just because, like I said, the score is more memorable to me. The soundtrack, obviously, just as memorable as the first one.
Yeah,
but the score itself kind of lends itself to the scenes, I think, a little better.
Okay.
The amount of characters that were in this movie were great. The surprise cameos that were in this were great. I wish the Stan Lee cameo was a little more in your face. And we'll talk about that in the spoilers, I guess.
I don't remember the cameo.
Exactly. Yeah, I know where it is, though, but I'll tell you in the spoilers.
Okay.
And then even just like the ending of the movie and the way it kind of like sets up future stuff and everything, just this universe. I'm more excited for this universe than I ever was in the past. Like I can't remember the last time I was looking forward to
next Marvel movie or the next. Or just like the Deadpool universe.
Just Deadpool, like Fox is knocking it out of the park with these movies. Not like Deadpool.
Well, certain ones. Like
Deadpool 1, Logan, Deadpool 2, hopefully X-Force whenever that comes out. They're knocking it out of the park with these movies. Everything looks so comic accurate. The comedy or the action is like.
I think they're finally maybe they're getting like all right, we gotta step up because Marvel, getting some stuff off of Marvel. Like, hey, we gotta really.
Like some of the
fans want to see, these characters in their normal costumes, or because like look at Shatterstar, his costume was right on.
Yeah,
it's like from right out of the book. So same with Cable, same with Colossus.
Everybody is very. Some of it's more comic accurate than I think some of the Marvel Cinematic Universe stuff is. But definitely for me, I think this movie ranks just above the first one in terms of, like, I felt like there was more at stake. I felt like there was more stuff going on.
Yep.
It just felt like a bigger thing overall. And so, and one more thing that I forgot to mention, some of the moments that were supposed to be serious in the movie were actually pretty serious.
They were.
Like, very somber,
like
moments. Like, they would have, like, a
death
bunch of
scenes and stuff.
Yeah, like there are moments when you go into Wade Wilson, Deadpool's, like, psyche, like the way he's thinking about things, and then you're just like, oh man, he's still like even though he's joking all this stuff and everything, he's still got like a soft spot on the inside where things will really affect him. So but you'll see what we mean when you see the movie.
Go see it.
Yeah, definitely. Do yourself a favor, go see it as ASAP as possible.
Yes.
If you've already seen it, go see it again. Maybe you'll notice some things that you did the first time. It's packed with little details.
I want to go see it again.
Definitely. I heard the Joker made an appearance in somewhere in this movie. So, I'm not even kidding, So,
what?
Yeah, apparently the Joker's somewhere in the movie.
Interesting. Okay.
Look it up,
I'm going to have to look that up and go see the movie again and see it.
Exactly. Now we're going to go ahead and go into the spoiler section. Spoilers! So we're going to spoil the shit out of this movie right now.
Oh, man.
Starting with, I guess, maybe the biggest thing that wasn't in the trailers.
Dude, fucking Juggernaut. Bro.
Juggernaut is in this movie, and they completely omitted him from the trailers. You had no idea. I mean, there's a small scene.
Yeah, when he's punching the head of the Juggernaut.
When Colossus is punching him.
But dude, oh my god, Like, I almost stood up when you see him, and I almost said, "Fucking A, the Juggernaut's in this movie." He was amazing. Like, it's straight out of the comic books, guys. Like, straight up out of the comic books.
He looks.
Oh my god.
He's all CG though. He's all CG,
but
but
it's amazing.
He's huge.
Yes. Well, he was always huge. He was always that big. Always.
Yeah. But I mean, like, okay, so compared to, we've had a Juggernaut in the past in the movie.
Shitty Juggernaut.
I call him Dickhead because that's what they referred to him in the movie. But Kitty probably called him. I think she called him Dickhead. Yeah.
Did he call him? Okay. Yeah.
I'm over here, Dickhead. Yeah, and he's like, I'm the Juggernaut, bitch.
I'm a Juggernaut.
This one is very much like he's got like that Brooklyn accent.
Yes. Yes.
Which you said he was voiced by Ryan Reynolds, apparently?
That's what I heard. I heard Ryan Reynolds voice him because you go to look to see who voiced him, and
Ryan Reynolds.
Supposedly Ryan Reynolds' name comes up.
Interesting. Yeah. So there was no specific actor. You couldn't see a specific actor under the thing. It was just Juggernaut from the comics in the movie.
Literally, like there, and you probably can go back in the comics, and there's a scene where he's wearing like a yellow prison outfit, like they had on in the movie, and he rips off the sleeves and everything. It might have been orange, from what I remember as a kid. Oh man,
It's comic accurate,
so
which is
badass,
really cool.
so badass.
And the entire lead up to him also, like every time it showed like the maximum
And he
security.
was, yeah, and there was no like, it's not like they didn't know who this guy was when he came out of this fucking security jail cell he was in. They're like, oh shit, that's a Juggernaut. We got to get the fuck out of here because he will destroy everybody.
Well, even okay, so the Juggernaut in the movie, he ended up teaming up with Fire Fist. He ended up teaming up with the kid so they can take down the guys that oppressed the kid. But what's interesting is that you feel, not only do you see like his like the Juggernaut's like overpowering presence on screen, like he's a big guy, he's you know,
yeah.
But also like after that, Cable stops what he's doing and like stops like going against the X-Force or Deadpool or whatever.
Knowing that,
and he's like, we have to come to a truth because you released the Juggernaut,
yeah.
you idiot.
He even knows who the Juggernaut is. I mean,
you released the fucking Juggernaut.
I mean, if you look at Juggernaut, if you think about it, how they written that character, he's basically like Golem, like a Golem character, like the Jewish character that they made out of clay that can never be destroyed.
Okay.
So that, if you think about it, that's kind of like how he is.
Yeah.
Because the only way you could take him out is take that helmet off.
Yeah. True.
It's the only way.
True.
So
yeah.
I don't know if that's how they got the character, but I thought about that the other day. I'm like,
I mean, the way that they killed him off though was not that way.
Like he had killed Juggernaut.
Yeah. I mean, they
even
really...
that way. Like seriously, I know that way. Like they did, but I don't think you can kill him off. Yeah. I don't think you can. But.
Hopefully he comes back.
Because I want to see Juggernaut versus Wolverine. Like I want that in a movie.
Yes.
Because that's another big foe of, you know. They did mention, I don't know if you heard it, but Juggernaut is actually the brother of Professor Xavier.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they did.
And he does mention it, which I was like, that made me so excited they said that in the movie.
But you know who did die in the movie? Deadpool's girlfriend Vanessa, or wife. Did they get married, or did they just girlfriend?
No.
He proposed to her in the first one.
I think they were married, or they didn't really say.
I can't remember.
They might have been married. Yeah. Anyways,
Deadpool's significant other dies.
Yes.
Almost at the very beginning of the movie.
Pretty much.
Which totally threw me off. I didn't know they were gonna kill her.
I didn't either. But I was like, oh, whoa! Now she can be Catwoman. I was like, and she's perfect. Like
on the bright side, come over to DC.
She's perfect for that role too.
Oh yeah.
Like just looking at her, I'm like, that's Catwoman.
For sure.
Anyways, she died.
She died, and the whole movie basically is Deadpool trying to kill himself so he can be with her again. But he also learns a life lesson along the way.
Yes.
And that is that you got to put others before yourself, because when you're selfish, you don't get to go to heaven.
Yeah.
Speaking of deaths in this movie, there's a lot of deaths, including the X-Force, before they even got to do a damn thing.
Yeah, seriously, like
X-Force was so hyped for this movie, like they were like, yeah, we got Bedlam, we got Zeitgeist, we got Shatterstar, and then they hype him up. They got him up, jump off this helicopter and bit the invisible guy, the Vanisher.
Oh yeah, the Vanisher.
He's on the floor.
I forgot about that guy. 'Cause he was invisible. So I'm like, why is there a
backpack?
Yeah, backpack flying out.
But yeah, so they had these guys jump out of this helicopter and immediately meet their doom.
Yeah.
Like they had Zeitgeist like glide into a wood chipper.
Yeah.
They had Shatterstar glide into a helicopter blade.
Basilium flew into a bus.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Bedlam was like right into the...
And then they were doing like CPR on them, trying to get them back.
And the Vanisher hit power lines.
Yes, and then
and that's when you find out that the Vanisher was played by Brad Pitt.
Oh, that's right.
It's Brad Pitt's face.
Brad Pitt's face. Oh my god.
That would have been amazing.
I didn't even realize that because it's real quick. Oh, okay.
That's Brad Pitt. Because you saw him. He actually was a person. He was not just a backpack.
That's hilarious.
But then you saw the Brad Pitt, and I literally like, what? So, but yeah, so the X-Force is dead.
For now.
The X-Force is dead. But let's go from the X-Force to a big cameo that was in the movie, X-Men.
Yeah, and when he was in the
mansion.
Yeah.
X-Mansion. I have a problem with this cameo.
Okay.
They're all young like they were in the 80s.
That's true, I didn't realize that.
They're all the same age that they were in the 80s.
That's true.
It wasn't like an adult version.
But was this based in the 80s? Did they really say? Was it 90s, 80s?
This is modern day. Because the last movie was modern day too. They don't have like cell phones and stuff.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
He does an Adventure Time watch. Yeah. Yeah, they're all young like they were in the 80s. That's my one thing. Like it was cool seeing them. Everything. Professor X was there. All of them were there, but they were all the same age as they were.
I did like how Ryan Reynolds made fun of that kind of stuff throughout that part too. It was good.
Oh yeah.
the whole cerebral hat or helmet he put on and it broke and it was good.
So good. One cameo that was in the movie that you may have missed, pretty much everybody missed, because
I did.
I think there was a scheduling conflict or something that Stan Lee was not in the movie, except for one specific small part where Cable actually breaks into the prison.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
And he holds onto the cords, like electrical cords, and he goes through like all the archives of the prison. Real quick, one of the inmates that it shows
was
Stan Lee.
Oh,
real quick, just a still picture of him.
Okay.
Real quick, you would have missed it. I missed it. I didn't find out until after I saw the movie where he was. Oh yeah, the mid-credit scene. Where Deadpool, after all this stuff, finally gets his hands on Cable time watch or whatever. Gets Negasonic Teenage Warhead to fix it because they only had 2 charges to begin with, and Cable used both of them. Mm-hmm. He uses it to go back, not only save his girlfriend Vanessa.
Yeah, so she's alive again.
But he also got to save Peter from his fate because he's a pure-hearted man who's just
with a great mustache
and some diabetes.
What's his power?
Diabetes.
No.
But yeah, he got to write some things, but he also got to he went and killed the original Deadpool from X-Men Origins Wolverine, which was great.
So you got to see Logan.
Yeah, Wolverine made an appearance sort of.
Yeah.
And then and then when Ryan Reynolds was reading the script for Green Lantern,
which I've heard they're mad at him. They want their Green Lantern ring back.
They can have it.
Yeah, right.
They can have it. Give it to somebody. Somebody else.
He should use it for the next movie. He takes it off his hand and like crushes it. And, like,
Deadpool with Green Lantern.
Yeah.
Brightest day and the blackest fucking night.
So we don't know. I mean, he could have went back and saved X-Force. They didn't show him in that part though.
Yeah.
So we don't know. Well, hopefully, I'm hoping.
I would love to see Shatterstar and Bedlam and Zeitgeist in action, not just die. But at the same time, we did form a relationship with people in this movie to form the X-Force, like Domino.
Yeah, because Cable is
Colossus,
part of X-Force. So
Cable,
you got Cable.
Which Cable's all I really was. Cable and Domino. Whoever else can be in the team, they can be in the team, whatever. Cable and Domino are like the best part.
Well, Hugh Jackman did say if they do an X-Force movie, he will come back. So you might have a Wolverine, Deadpool, Cable, Domino, X-Force team, which is a X-Force team where Wolverine wears the black and gray with red eyes.
I am so
out of the
down.
comics. Because I don't know if you noticed when Deadpool had when he got burnt with the fire, or whatever, he had that it was like
the black and white.
Yeah,
part,
so it's almost like they kind of threw that towards that, which was kind of cool.
That'd be great. Yeah. Oh man,
that'd be awesome. But he was talking about that. I read somewhere where he was talking about he wanted if they do an X-Force, he'll do it.
I'm so down for that. I want to see him in a classic uniform. I think everybody at this point wants to see Wolverine with a classic Wolverine outfit.
Why not have Juggernaut back in it so Wolverine can fight?
That'd be amazing.
I want like another X-Men movie with the original characters, and then Juggernaut could be one of the villains if they want. So that way you can have Wolverine on top of his head trying to take it off, and then Xavier getting into Juggernaut's mind.
See, I think at this point they should get the guys. They should get the people that are making these Deadpool movies and have them
kind of do the
either co-create or create the new X-Men universe, because they're like knocking it out of the park with this.
Yeah, they just had to get the costumes down, like all the costumes. So
for sure, yeah. But definitely, this is hands down the best sequel I could have asked for.
Oh yeah.
I love this movie. I can't wait to go see it again.
I just want to see it because of the Juggernaut and Colossus fight in that movie. Bar none, like one of the coolest comic fights.
What rating would you give this movie?
I'd probably give it a 9 out of 10.
10 out of 10?
Yeah.
Oh man.
You're gonna give it a 10 out of 10?
I'm gonna give it 10 out of 10. Okay. Fucking baby legs.
I'll be the opposite. Yeah, dude, that was so great. Baby legs.
10 out of 10 fucking baby legs for this movie, man. I loved Deadpool 2. I can't wait to see it again. Yeah. I'm gonna buy it on Blu-ray. If they have a steelbook, I'm buying it. Cool. I'm buying it, definitely. I can't wait for the X-Force movie.
Yeah. Go see the movie. I mean, if you are definitely into X-Men in the 90s, watching the cartoon, it'll bring you back to that moment when Juggernaut comes out, for sure.
For sure.
Fire Fist, I don't know. That little fuck can die eventually.
Give him time. He might grow into his own.
Oh yeah, adult Fire Fist.
Fire Fist.
He looked like when they showed him an adult version. He looked like someone from Lord of the Rings or something. I'm here to destroy your family, Cable.
Blessed are the wicked that are.
Yeah, whatever the fuck he said.
Yeah. But anyway, all right, guys, that'll do it for this review. Do yourself a favor, go out and see this movie. If you haven't, if you've already seen it, go out and see it again.
Please.
Amazing. But thanks again for watching, guys, and we'll see you guys next time on A Fresh Cup of Comics.
Fucking A.
Fucking B.